So first we're going to do is we're going to learn how to apply paint, right? So we're going to use white paint for this particular exercise, right? Just basically we're going to work with a monochromatic feel, color feel, or rather monochromatic feel. We are using white here, and the first order of business is to make sure we agitate the paint properly. I'm doing it by actually tapping vigorously the bottom of the bottle onto my palm. This is to allow both the pigment and the binder to combine homogeneously so that it will give us the right consistency of the paint. So right now I've applied the paint onto the wet palette, which is built with a sponge, with a layer of napkin and a baking paper. So what we're going to do now, all right, first thing we're going to do now is to make sure that we're going to loosen up the bristles of the brush. We are going to, main important thing about hand brush painting is that make sure that the application of paint has to be smooth. Now, if you just draw the paint directly from the palette and apply it directly onto the surface, this is what you're going to get, a very, very rough, okay, inconsistent stroke, all right? Now, the main thing is to make sure that what we want to do is to achieve a smooth and uniform application of paint. And we do so by making sure that the paint is evenly spread. So the main important thing is to bear in mind how to apply the proper strokes. The most important thing is to land the brush bristles lightly and lift it up. And control the speed. If we were to just land it down with the root of the bristles landing on the paper, on the surface, it's going to produce a very inconsistent stroke. All right, so we're going to do this very slowly. All right, just lightly and gently, just applying the paint onto the surface and pulling up. You may not get full coverage on the first pass. So therefore, what we need to do is we need to actually apply this numerous times in order to get full opacity. So as you can see now, with repeated applications, we are gradually attaining, all right, more opacity. But the most important thing is that we must make sure that the surface of the paint is uniform. So I can see with the shorter strokes that I'm applying right now, we are getting greater opacity. All right, more coverage, more paint coverage on the layers. So we're going to gradually build it up. So you have to remember that the strokes have to be soft, and we're going to land it nice, softly and slowly, and make sure it takes off. All right. So we don't drag the bristles. What you're doing is that we are working very lightly, landing the strokes and pulling it up.